Greetings, everybody. My name is Vivek Kasala, and I am from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College and a student of branch CSC and of section D. Today, I am here to present a tech talk on the topic gensets. Moving on to the next slide. Contents. The next slide has a total of 8 contents. So this topic has a total of 8 subtopics. So let's have a glance on all the 8 subtopics one by one. The first subtopic, what is a genset? The second subtopic, a genset farm in Myanmar. So what is a genset used for? Fourth subtopic, elements of a genset. Fifth subtopic, how does a genset work? Sixth subtopic, additional elements of a genset. Seventh subtopic, benefits of a genset. Eighth subtopic, different types of genset. And moving on to the further slides, we are going to have a deep conversation on all the subtopics. In the next slide, the first subtopic is what is a genset. At its simplest, a generator set or a genset is a piece of portable equipment consisting of an engine and an alternator electrical generator used to provide energy. So in simple and short words, a genset is which is also called as a generator set is an equipment which consists of an engine and an electric generator or an alternator which is used to provide energy. Moving on to the next slide. The second subtopic is a genset farm in Myanmar. So in this slide, we can see a picture. This picture contains a huge and a massive place accommodating a large number of genset machines. So this place we're talking about is Myanmar. Moving on to the next slide. The third subtopic is what is a genset used for? Gensets are often used in developing areas and other areas not connected to the power grid, places where power outages are frequent and where an outage can cause especially significant or dangerous problems, such as deep in a mine. So, in simple and short words, gensets are often used in developing areas and areas where it is not connected easily to the power grid areas, or the power grid areas are very far away from the genset, and places where power outages are frequent and where an outage can become dangerous. So example, gensets are often used deep in a mine. So continuing to the next slide, the third subtopic, what is a genset used for? They can serve as a main source of energy or as a supplementary power source, perhaps during peak usage hours. So in simple and short words, genset serves as a main source of energy during peak usage hours of some technology. Moving on to the next slide, the fourth subtopic, elements of a genset. A genset is a combination of a prime mover, typically an engine, and an alternator. So in short words, a genset consists of a prime mover and an alternator. Moving on to the next slide. So the fifth subtopic contains how does a genset work? So an engine converts the chemical energy of a fuel to mechanical energy. That mechanical energy is used to spin the alternator rotor, converting mechanical energy to electrical energy. So in simple words, an engine inside the genset converts the chemical energy to mechanical energy. The mechanical energy is then used to spin the alternator rotor, which means the mechanical energy gets converted to electrical energy. Moving on to the next slide. So continuing the fifth subtopic, how does a genset work? An alternator is made up of two main parts, a rotor and a stator. Spinning the alternator rotor through the magnetic field between the rotor and stator creates a voltage on the alternator stator through the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction. So, so the alternator inside a genset has two parts, rotor and a stator. Spinning of the alternator rotor through the magnetic field between the rotor and stator produces a voltage on the alternator stator. This is through electromagnetic induction. Moving on to the next slide, which is the fifth subtopic, continuation of how does a genset work. So when the voltage on the stator is connected to a load, electric current flows and the generator produces power. In sum, the genset creates portable sources of energy. When the generator is used in conjunction with the diesel engine, as just an example, this creates a diesel genset. So in simple words, when the voltage on the stator is connected to the load, electric current flows and the generator produces power. So therefore, a genset is able to create sources of energy. Here, the example is taken of a diesel genset. Moving on to the next slide. Moving forward to the sixth subtopic, additional elements of a genset. So a genset is usually housed in a sound attenuated enclosure to reduce noise to the surrounding areas and is typically made up of steel or stainless steel or aluminum. This cabin must be able to withstand corrosion and effectively manage the engine's cooling process. So in simple and short words, a genset should be stored in an enclosure to reduce noise, which should be made up of steel, stainless steel or aluminum. And this enclosure must withstand corrosion and manage the engine's cooling process. Moving on to the next slide. So the continuation of the sixth subtopic, additional elements of a genset. The base frame contains an anti-vibration system. It may also contain the fuel tank or the tank may be separate. Other elements include a control panel and an automatic transfer switch in case energy needs to be alternated between the main source and an auxiliary one. So in simple words, the base frame of the genset contains an anti-vibration system. It may or may not contain the fuel tank or the tank may be separate. And the genset also has a control panel and an automatic transfer switch in case energy needs to be alternated between the main source and the auxiliary one. Moving on to the next slide. So in the seventh subtopic, the subtopic is benefits of a genset. So benefits of a well-built industrial quality genset are numerous, including reliability, fuel efficiency, scalable design. So in simple words, benefits of a well-built and a well-constructed genset is its reliability, which and fuel efficiency and its scalable design. Moving on to the next slide. So continuation of the seventh subtopic, benefits of a genset. Robust. So the benefits of a well-built genset is its robust construction, automatic or manual paralleling, automatic loading control, local or remote cooperation, and low emissions. Moving on to the next slide. So the eighth subtopic is different types of gensets. A genset or generator set may refer to a diesel generator, a combination of diesel engine and electric generator, and engine generator, a machine used to generate electricity, and the third one is fuel cell generator, a machine used to generate electricity containing a fuel cell. So in short words, diesel generator is the most common genset, so which contains a diesel engine and electric generator, and an engine generator is a machine which generates electricity, and the third one, fuel cell generator, is generates electricity which contains a fuel cell. So a machine containing a fuel cell and generates electricity is fuel cell generator. So I really hope you guys have gained a valuable information through my TED Talk and through my deep discussions and through my deep explanation of my TED Talk topic, gensets. Thank you.